Mm-hmm.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Oh, wow, man. Congratulations, dog.
Green 18! 54! Right 54! Right! What twist?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
He just, like, turns his shoulders the opposite way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. There he goes, right side.
It's the fullback. I needed just to put the tight end there. Yeah, that's all I needed to do. I just scored, don't even know. I gotta put the tight end there because this fullback he doesn't do the job. He doesn't do the job. This fullback he doesn't, like, even when he gets a block, you know, like when you got like use check, like he'll like pin the nigga down, like put that nigga on his ass, like pancaking. That's this fullback I got. He don't, yo. So I got a tight end that does.
Devontae Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And that'll set him back 5.
Right. Yeah, I just scored. Nah, I'm just doing best time to do this shit.
So that'll back him up 5.
You probably did it too late. You probably did it like when it was like 1 second left. And it probably didn't there. Nah, when your shit going up, like when it's like 2-3 seconds left on the defensive side, that's when you just hit it. Just hit start and shit.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
Yeah,
and it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Ran the slant in the drag. He did that on the drag for a second, hit the slant. Devontae took it to the curl.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Okay, watch this right here. I'm gonna hit start. This hit start right there. With like 2 seconds left. And I'll come back out. Shot 15. Okay.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Gun.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Gun. Listen to me. Hey, exit.
Now Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Not crazy, though.
Gun.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Go, go. Check Mike 39. Check. Gun. So we got man. Hey, check Mike 39.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run. Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Two. Watch the shit. Gun.
Cook.
Yo, way to shift your line when you do that,
He went backwards, back to the 33.
Yeah,
Not
I
at
just
all
shift
what
my
they
line and
envisioned
shit.
on third down.
Quarter.
3 yards in the wrong
Let me
direction.
shift. I shift that shit. Like, let me shift my line. Oh,
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They're all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check three. Jump out. He's checking. Crash.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown,
like, I was watching niggas play online and
Aaron
shit. I was watching like the club tournaments and shit.
Touchdown now
and they kept flipping their plays,
and the Packers
All
are
they
able
trying
to
to do is
strike
get the numbers
quickly
on the
for
right
6.
side, yo. Like they'll just keep flipping out. They'll keep flipping different plays.
Roses to add the
until they
extra
find a
point.
formation where you just ain't got the numbers on that side. Yup. That shit, when I had it to the left,
to make it
he had the numbers. So I let me flip it. And once I flip it, he tried to just shift his line, but he didn't really have the numbers over there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Actually, I was playing against the Patriots nigga. That's what he was doing.
This will be taken very short.
Shit like a motherfucker.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's symmetrical. Yeah. Well, for the most part, so we got that, just get that corner, that slot cornerback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
What? And that Big Nichols, he like, nah, I gotta show you. I don't really know what to call it.
Say. Hey, can. Check Mike 39. Hey, man. Watch the blue draw corkers. No. Off. Yellow. Hey, wahoo.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Now Cook. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Corey Vedvik now set to punt.
Beating me on defense,
and he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First time I played him by enough again, he ran fucking cover 4, show 2 all game, dog. I lied against that shit so fucking much. Then I played him again.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He made me fucking hot.
Running right, Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's our time. Shoot! Watch the shoot! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Silver. Pick that.
Here's Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Jones. 54 yards.
Yo, G, this nigga boss me tripping, dog. He made I was playing against the Patriots yesterday. This nigga got a 6'6", 293-pound linebacker with an 89 speed, bruh. Yo, G, I went to go run the ball, had a touchdown. This nigga tripped me up. I looked, I said, who the fuck is this nigga, yo? That shit was stupid, bro. I'm like, oh, come on, man. I ain't much I can be able to do with that, yo. Like, what the fuck you want me to do with that?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
How you gonna make a
reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
I felt like I always could beat him. Like, it was like,
kick it
oh my
away.
God, I just can never get over the hump with the nigga.
This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here,
this formation,
but you
I'm
also
in a big
don't have to
nickel.
go ahead and
It's
force
something
everything
like what I'm doing.
The
Is
completion good for 3, and it's
I'm
second
hitting
down.
the outside.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, outside third, but it depends on
Throwing, Cousins.
It depends on the side. It depends on the
And down right around
you got
the
to do it to the left and you got to do it to the
4
right.
yards
It's
on
kind
the
of weird. I
pickup.
can't really explain it.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Know your job. Hey, orbit. Hey, check Mike 21.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To the air again, it's Cousins. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, check Mike 21. Hey, Delta.
They'll throw again. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Check Mike 21. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, check.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the whip. 300. Check 31. Gun. Hey, check.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Switch. 36. Joker. Check 9, check. 22 jet bomber.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
319. 54 Mike. You're not ready.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Bit of a surprise they ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. First. Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
I might have been like
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
26.
On second down, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, yo. We beat them niggas last couple times.
They'll go again to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a run with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gun. Check Mike 39. Yeah. You don't want none. Leave it. Bring up 48.
They go play action. Cousins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Let's go.
A very solid gain of 27. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 51 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Lucky 50. 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 61.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Check.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Cousins now. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
A big run there by Jones. 59 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
To throw, Cousins. And it's complete to Mitchell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Gun. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He can't hang. He's not going to get it.
Rodgers throwing here. Looking deep for Adams. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. 28-10. I need that victory against that nigga. Nope. Who I got next week? I got the Bears next week. Then I got the Vikings again. Fuck, I played nigga twice. See what's out here. What y'all saying is the best niggas out here? You scrambling quarterbacks. God damn, that's a good quarterback. Definitely got a good quarterback. Niggas be happy about that motherfucking ranking. And they stay there, and they stay there. Hold on, bro. Fuck, man. Alright. Make me some motherfucking oatmeal, nigga. Eat me some motherfucking oatmeal. Oh, shit. Oh, what a day, what a day. It's not for you, homie. them shine. And all these niggas, they be lying. Like, where you put the salmon at, man? God damn. Definitely taking all my seasons with me when we leave. Hell yeah, I'm taking these seasons. I got high quality seasons. I ain't gonna take like the regular shit, but all these, yeah, all that simply organic shit, all that, hell yeah, that shit gone. Fuck that. I know which ones I bought. This motherfucking, this truffle salt, nigga, that shit coming with me. That white pepper, nigga, that shit definitely on the move. Taking that, taking a couple more pots. Got a couple, I got a couple good pots, man. Can't let these pots sit here. They already fucked up most of my pots. Fuck. Hold on, bro. Yo, mic check, mic check, mic check.